Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. As you can see by the title, this is going to be my January favorites video, and I know it's a little bit late into February to be doing a favorites video or a January favorites video, but I have been itching to film a favorites video because I haven't done one in quite some time, and I've been saying that I wanted to do one because I have used a lot of products recently that I've really been enjoying, and I haven't had the opportunity to talk to you guys about them. So that's why I wanted to make a favorites video today. I don't have a whole lot of things, but all of these are just things that I feel like I should mention and let you guys know about in case you haven't heard me talk about them in like my tutorials and whatnot, because these are things that I have actually truly genuinely been enjoying and been loving on. And if you can't tell from me using them in my videos, then I'm going to be talking about them today. So if you want to see everything that I have been enjoying recently, then just keep on watching. So like I always do in my favorites video, I am going to start out with eyeshadow palettes because I love eyeshadow palettes. Eyeshadow palettes are me. I am eyeshadow palettes. So I have 4 here that I've actually really been enjoying, and the first one I've already talked about in a favorites video, but I just thought I should go ahead and mention it again because it's been a while since I've talked about it. This is the Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes palette. I'm not going to harp on it too much. Just know that I absolutely love this palette. If you guys have been watching any of my tutorials recently, this is what I've been using for my crease and outer V work. I love it. I love these mattes. They are so creamy, smooth, they're pigmented, and this is my go-to every time I'm using a palette that doesn't really have a whole lot of transition colors or colors that I would like in my crease. I'm always reaching for this one, and I feel like it is just such a good companion palette as well as a palette all in its own. So I've really been enjoying this. Have been enjoying this. I think my very last favorites video that I did, I mentioned this in it, and that was back in like September, and I've still been loving on this palette all the way up to now. So it lets you know that this is genuinely a favorite of mine. And then another palette that I have truly been loving, and one of my videos recently that got a whole lot of views on was using this palette. So this is my Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette, and I love this palette so much. Absolutely love the colors in here. They are gorgeous. They are metallic eyeshadows. You have 4 mattes over here in the corner, but the rest of the eyeshadows are a metallic finish, and I'm sorry if I'm like there's a glare, but so all of the eyeshadows in this palette are metallic, and you can make them foiled by wetting them, and they are super pigmented. They do feel a little bit dry in the pan, but that has nothing to do with the actual color payoff that you get on your eyes when you use these shadows. I have 2 tutorials up on my channel using this palette, so you guys can go, actually 3. I have 3 tutorials using this palette, so you guys can go and check those out to see how these eyeshadows perform. I love it, love it, love it, love it, and I will always go to this palette for like a lid shade, or maybe if I'm doing like an ombre lid where I put one color on the inner part and then another color on the outer part, I will reach for this palette because it's just so gorgeous, and I love the way it smells. It smells like chocolate, and it has a huge mirror that goes from the entire length of the palette. So I really do love the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette. Moving on, one of the palettes that I've actually had for a really long time, but I've never mentioned it before on my channel, and I've never used it before on my channel either, which is weird. This is the BH Cosmetics Carly Bible Deluxe Edition eyeshadow palette. So I do really love this palette, and I think the main reason why I haven't used it on my channel or talked about it is because this is my go-to work palette. So this is what I use for work, and if you guys already know what my profession is, you know I can't use a whole lot of whatever on my eyes. It has to be nice and natural looking. So this right here is my go-to palette for work. The eyeshadows are soft enough for me to get a beautiful daytime look for work and not have anything too harsh. This eyeshadow palette period is super gorgeous. The highlights are super gorgeous. I haven't used them enough, but the ones that I've used and the times that I've used them, they are absolutely amazing. I feel like the highlights in this palette definitely outshine the eyeshadows, but it is a good palette for every day, which is what I've been using it for. So I have really been enjoying this palette, and if you guys actually want me to do a look using this palette, then I can go ahead and create one for you guys, because like I said, I just have not used this on my my channel before, but I do really like this palette and have really been enjoying it. So that's that one. And the very last palette that I want to talk about, this is the Morphe 24G Grand Glam palette, and I just got this palette in like 2 weeks ago, and I used it to do my Valentine's Day makeup tutorial. So if you haven't checked that out, I will go ahead and link it for you. It's the one where I show you how to like a whole meal for Valentine's Day, so I will link that for you guys. But this is what the palette looks like. It is huge. These eyeshadow pans are 2 times bigger than their normal size eyeshadow pans, so they are freaking huge. You'll never run out of eyeshadow using this palette. And it did come with this little sleeve to show you what the names of the eyeshadows are, so I just taped it to the top part since it doesn't have a mirror or anything, because I can't keep up with these little sheets anymore. But yeah, these colors are super gorgeous. They are really nice. This eyeshadow palette is nice and pigmented, and I love the variety of shades. Yes, it may look like something that I already have in my collection, but I had to have it, and I do really enjoy it. I actually have it on my eyes today. I did this very easy, natural, everyday makeup look because we were going to a child's birthday party today, and I didn't want to do anything too off the wall. So this is the look that I did. If you guys want a tutorial on this look, go ahead and let me know in the comments below, and I could go ahead and film this look for you guys. But yes, I did use this palette for this look, and I really do enjoy this palette. I really do like the eyeshadows. They are really smooth and pigmented. I'll just go ahead and give you guys some swatches of these eyeshadows. The other palettes you guys have seen 1,000 times before, but maybe this one is new to you. So those are some swatches of the eyeshadows. Boom. Nice, really nice color payoff. So now moving on to some brushes. As you guys know or may not know, I am a part of the Morphe Me brush subscription, and I really think that is a subscription that is definitely worth the money. You pay $20 and you get like $30 or more worth of brushes. I am not sponsored by them. This video, they did not pay me to make this video, so I'm just speaking on what I genuinely and truly like about them. So these are the brushes that I've gotten from them recently. This whole little set came for the month of December, and then I just got this brush in a set from January, but this is the main brush that I want to talk about from the set from January. So this is the G39 brush. So this is from their Gunmetals collection, and it's dirty because I did use it today, but I have been using this for my foundation for work every day, and I really like this brush. It's been so long since I've actually used brushes to do like my foundation and concealer and all of that, because obviously the beauty blender is the way to go. But I've been dabbling into using brushes for my face makeup now, and I really do enjoy this brush. Ooh, it's so dirty, I need to clean it. But yeah, it's just like an airbrush foundation brush. So I just go in and I swirl my foundation all over my face with this brush, and it is a fiber duo bristle, is that how you say it? Dual fiber bristle brush. And yeah, I just go in and apply my foundation with it, and it gives me a nice airbrush look, but it is a really good brush. So been loving that. And then I have these red brushes. Like I said, I got these for the month of December. This is another foundation brush that I've been using for applying my foundation. This is the RG6 brush, and it's a flat top buffing brush. So usually when I use my foundation with this, I go in and stipple my foundation on, and then I buff it out, and it's a great brush for that. This is a great powder brush, or to sweep away powder if you're doing any type of baking. It's big enough to get your entire face in only a couple of swipes. So I've really been enjoying that one, and that is the RG8 brush. And then this is the RG24 brush. This is a tapered blending brush, so of course I use that right off in my crease. I actually used this in my previous tutorial, so if you guys want to check that out, it's another Valentine's Day makeup look. I will have that link for you guys to go and check out. But yeah, I just use this in my crease. And then this is the RG18. This is a little domed crease blending brush, so I like using this one for my outer corner and to do like more precise crease work, as well as to sweep eyeshadow on my lower lash line. So it's just, I feel like the Morphe Me brush subscription is totally and 100% worth it. So then I have this NYX Sweet Cheeks blush palette, and you guys know that I always use my Coastal Scents Blush 2 palette. But then when I saw this palette by by NYX. It reminded me so much of that palette, and I've been using that palette for years now. I was like, it's time for me to get something else. And this blush palette reminds me so much of that one. It has the bright orange, it has the lavender, it has like the more everyday shades for my skin tone. It's just a beautiful blush palette, and I have been using it. I do have it on today. It is just so pretty. I've really been enjoying this one. It's great quality. The pigmentation is really nice as well. You can definitely build these up. They don't come off as looking clownish right away, but they can be built up. So horrible swatches, horrible. Okay, well, those are the blushes right there. Like I said, you can definitely build these up, but they don't come off as looking too clownish on your cheeks when you first apply them. So I've really been enjoying this little palette. And then keeping with cheeks, this is my Becca Sunlit Bronzer in Maui Nights. My best friend told me about this bronzer so long ago, and I was just like, I do not need another bronzer because I have so many of them. But I feel like I needed to upgrade my collection a little bit because I always use the same products when I'm doing my tutorials. So I decided to go ahead and buy this bronzer, and it is so beautiful. It's that nice red tone that I love when I'm using a bronzer. I don't really contour I don't really contour too much nowadays. I just use my bronzer as like my contour and for my nose and everything, and this is the perfect color for me because this is like that reddish brown tone that suits my skin tone very well. I don't really like the gray undertone. I don't really like all of that. So this is perfect for me, and I've absolutely been loving it. This was super expensive, but I feel like it was worth it because it's nice and smooth. It's pigmented. It doesn't fade during the day. So really have been enjoying this little bronzer. And then last for the complexion, and then we're going to move on to lip products. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer in the shade Medium Dark Neutral. So I needed a new highlighting concealer because there's so many out there, like you just got to try them all. So this is a heavy duty full coverage concealer, and it's a little bit drying because it's so like heavy duty. Like it really locks into place. Wherever you put it, that's where it's gonna stay. You do not need to set this if you don't want to. I just always take extra precautions and set this, but you do not have to set this if you don't want to because it sets on its own. And like I said, it can be a little bit drying if you don't have oily skin, but it is a really good concealer because like I said, once you put it on, it's not going anywhere. It's not budging, it's not fading, it's not creasing. It doesn't feel heavy on the skin. It's just a really nice concealer. I've definitely been enjoying it, and I did get it in a super light shade. This is what the shade I got looks like, but it really highlights your face and looks amazing. I have it on today as well, and as you guys can see, it definitely blends in with the rest of my face makeup once I do my whole full face routine. So I have really been enjoying this concealer. Now on to lip products. So let me tell you guys, I have been into gloss lately. I love my glossy lips. I'm gonna always use matte lipsticks, liquid lipsticks, and regular bullet lipsticks, but I love my gloss. I've been enjoying my gloss, and the first little set that I want to talk about is from MAC, and this is from their winter holiday 2017 collection. So I forgot exactly what it's called, the snowball collection or whatever. So this is the nude set of lip glosses that you got. So it comes with Winter Warmer, which is like the more darker nude shade, more of the like the brownie nude shade. This is the Below Freezing Cream Sheen Glass, which I actually used in my previous tutorial. So that's what that looks like. And then this is the Vamplify Gloss in Iced Over, and that is what that looks like. And I also used this in my Christmas Eve Chocolate Gold palette tutorial. So I love these little glosses. They are not sticky at all. They are heavy duty, like full coverage. They look really nice. So that's what Winter Warmer looks like right here. Such a pretty shade. Like I said, it's more of that darker brownish nude color. Below Freezing, I love topping this over nude lipsticks because it is like that pinky toned lip gloss, and it has a gold sheen to it. So this is Below Freezing right there. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it because like I said, it's like a pinky nude and it has a gold shift to it. And then this is what Vamplify looks like, and this looks so good over nude lipsticks. Like, oh my god, it makes your lipstick looks like three-dimensional. It is so good. That's it right there. So pretty, so pretty. Absolutely been loving this set. I've been wearing a lot of nude lips lately, so either one of these gives me the perfect look. And then two more glosses that I have. This is the Too Faced Honey Infused Lip Gloss. So this came out with the Too Faced Honey palette, and if you bought this, like if you bought it from Ulta, you got like a little bag and a lip gloss. This is the lip gloss that came in the little bag. I don't actually have that palette. I got this from someone, but this lip gloss is so pretty because it's such a pale shade and it has like gold glitter in it. It is super pretty to put over top of a darker nude lipstick, and it makes that nude lipstick look more three-dimensional. It's super pretty. I'll give you guys a swatch of it. So just using it on its own, it'll look kind of weird on my lips, so I have to use it over top of something. That's it right there. As you guys can see, it's super light, but yeah, like I have to use it over top of something because just using it on my regular lips, it'll look kind of weird. But it is super pretty, and it has so much gold glitter in it, and it really stands out. It's amazing. So then for the last gloss, I have a Buxom full-on lip polish, and this is in the shade Trixie, and I've been loving to use this paired up with some of my other nude lipsticks that I have. It is absolutely gorgeous. I'm telling y'all, like, I have been a gloss person lately. I don't know why, but the glosses have just been getting me. So wow, that's a crazy swatch, but that is it right there on my thumb. Super pretty. It's more of like a pinky orange gold color. This one also has some little shimmer in it, and it also gives a tingling effect to the lips when you put this on, because it's one of their plumping lip glosses. You can actually feel the tingle, but it is so pretty. I really do love this lip gloss paired up with some of my other lipsticks. Just absolutely gorgeous. I feel like my lip gloss has been completing my makeup looks lately, and all of the looks that I've been doing recently that have been people's favorites have been with me wearing a lip gloss. So I've absolutely been loving them. Alright guys, so like I said, I didn't have a whole lot of things to show you guys, but these are the things that I have genuinely been loving. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing everything that has been my favorites so far. Go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and if you want me to do more favorites videos, because I will try to do more of them for you guys. And I thank you all for watching as always, and I will see you in my next video. Peace.